All right. So I'm here with my client Deb, who I've been working with for the past 6 months, and she and I just wanted to share her experiences and what life looked like before and after. So, Deb, yeah, let's just fill people in. What was life prior to choosing to invest in yourself by investing in me? Like, what wasn't working?
Everything. It felt really, really dark, very heavy, very confusing, and like I had no idea which way was up, is the short answer of that. Yeah.
Right, right. So, on a day to day basis, pretty much at that point in your life, how did you think and how did you feel?
On a day-to-day basis, I felt completely unworthy, completely scattered, and all over the place. Like I had no idea how to come back to a sense of home base or a sense of self or self-worth, really. It was just a constant feeling of running around chasing after myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure many people can relate. Um,
Mm.
so, what were some of the biggest reasons that you did choose to invest in yourself by investing in me as your coach?
It was kind of this point of desperation, whereas like everything I've been doing up to this point has not been working, no matter what courses I've tried, or even another coach, or even like mentally like setting up like I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and then just completely dropping the ball. No matter what I did, it just was not working. I couldn't make any headway or any real change or any real momentum. So it got to a point where I was like, okay, either I keep doing this and I stay miserable and it gets worse, or I say, you know what, this is worth it. You're worth it. Let's do this. So, and after talking to you in our first call, there was an instant understanding and connection. And um, I'm normally had a lot of fear around money. But with this, even though there was still that fear, it was more of an excitement and more of a trust of this is what's right. This is what you need to do beyond whatever else is going on up there. Just this deep, like, yeah, this is it. Go for it.
Yep, absolutely. Awesome. So, through that choice of being like, okay, I'm no longer going to go into the fear, I'm going to choose to go forward with that energy that you're saying. What have been some of the biggest things that you have learned?
Some of the biggest things that I've learned. Oh my gosh, how to summarize that?
I don't know. The big
I
question.
think the biggest thing that I've learned that's been able to change things is that I have the ability to create the shift and create the change any minute, any day, and it's a matter of going outside for a quick yoga session or whatever it is, but that everything that I really actually have and need is inside of me. Like, that's something that I know so deeply, and it was something that I was consciously like, okay, yeah, but now it's like, okay, there's a piece of me that right now has the answer to whatever's going on, and I can access that, and I can always come back to home, no matter what choices I've made, no matter where the day's gone, or maybe I've fallen into a pattern that was out of alignment. I can come back like that, and it's never more than, whether it's breathing, whether it's yoga, whether it's a solo day out in the mountains, it's so quick to come back to that place. Whereas before it was like, okay, I need to go on a yoga retreat for 2 months, and then I need to do this for 6 months, and then maybe after like 8 months, I'll feel grounded again. And now it's like, sweet, give me one day and I'm back.
That's
So that's
awesome.
been amazing and so empowering. Yeah.
Yeah, you've totally taken ownership of yourself. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. So to put
Yeah.
that just in a little bit more concrete words for people, what have been a few of the biggest results that you've created for yourself through coaching?
The biggest results, so what have I created? I definitely have lost like 10 pounds so far, and more will be coming, I
Mm-hmm.
know. So physically, there's been a change. And the biggest result actually is how I feel about myself, especially around other people, and how I show up in my relationships around other people, and how I communicate with little things in terms of boundaries and things like a colleague will say, all right, we need to talk about this right now. Like, let's sort this out. And I'll be like, you know what? It's actually 11 at night and I'm so ready and rested for bed, and I've done my evening routine. Like, let's get up an hour early tomorrow and chat then. Like, conversations like that I wouldn't have dreamed of having before. So
Right.
being much clearer in communicating my needs, and trusting that, not taking responsibility for the other person's reaction. That's a really cool one too. Like they get to have their experience and not my fault.
So
So
huge.
yeah,
Awesome.
that's been really lovely. And just the concept of self-worth, and that's still something I'm growing, but it's there. It's like this like seedling that's like you exist. You're there and it's growing and growing and growing, and realizing the more I take action, the more that seed will continue to bloom. And it's just a matter of repetition and practice. And I think that's what's been cool with working with you is it's the repetition. It's the yep, yep, yep. And it's at first it's like, yeah, I know this. So like, tell me something else. And I realized actually afterwards, it's like, no, 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 I need that because the old patterns got ingrained into me because of the constant repeat of patterning of beliefs that I was told by parents, whatever it is. It was constantly instilled in me that I'm not worthy. I'm never going to be good enough. So therefore, on the flip side, I need that constant repetition of, yep, same pattern. Yep, this is the same thing. Like you just keep on instilling the new beliefs, and it does take a bit of time, but the shift does happen. It's a matter of being patient with it.
Yeah, awesome. And you've also come so far, like there's so many more results, but it's just again, it basically comes back to you taking ownership and realizing your worthiness and self-love. And it's literally like you look younger, you're brighter, your energy is different. Like you're just creating totally different results in your life. So
Yeah,
that's totally awesome. So with that said, how do you feel and think about yourself now?
Gosh, it's a feeling of like a world of possibility and opportunity, and a sense of like the big thing is that and everything that happens for me is a gift, and there's a really cool opportunity and gift no matter what situation, whether I filter it through and I go, oh, this isn't quite what I wanted. It's like instantly like, okay, there's something really cool in this for me that I'm excited about. I don't even know what it is, but there's something golden. Like there's a nugget in this like weird, funky situation that just happened or whatever it may be. So, and how I feel about myself is like, I can do this. Like I have complete faith in my ability to navigate any situation, any environment, and not only navigate it smoothly, but navigate it in a way that I can actually create more potential and more opportunities for myself from those situations. So that's really cool. It's a very powerful feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Hell yes. That's so different from feeling dark and confused and out of control to being
Yeah.
like, I am powerful, I am creator, I'm
Yeah.
totally like able to be whatever I want, and I'm awesome. That's so
Yeah.
cool. So proud of you. Anything else that you want to share?
Um gosh. I'd say like beyond anything, these kind of experiences, they're so worth it beyond what you can put financial value. And of course, it's good to be balanced with your approach to finances and look at like what way can you manage it that you don't feel super stressed. But it's also something that just the feeling of caring for yourself on this level, you can't really put into financial terms because the change that it creates internally is incredible. Like I know how to ground myself and all it will take is a day, whereas beforehand it literally was a matter of like 6 months of like yoga every day and whatever else and needing to go for treatments or whatever. It's now like, no, I can come back to home like that. That in itself is crazy value. So yeah, the biggest thing I'd say is like everyone's worth it and worth going through the experience of what it is to fully care for themselves and allowing themselves to receive help from someone else. That's a big thing for me. I would be like, I can figure it out myself. I'll read every single self-help book there is and I'll do it myself. And allowing someone else to guide you, that energy, that space of letting someone else like, you know what? You're not in this alone. Let me hold my hand and you're going to do it and you're going to take the steps yourself, but I'm here to support you and encourage you and remind you of who you are and what you're capable of. And that in itself is amazing. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
So awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. And you're right. People go from that poverty mindset and they're blocked on what else is possible.
Yeah.
Instead of just choosing, like by choosing to invest in yourself, you're saying, I'm worthy. And I may not know the outcome, but I'm in for something bigger. And that's
Yeah.
awesome, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Deb. Thanks so much.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, it's been the best.
So
Cool.
cool.